Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on January the 14th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. All right, so in terms of overall what's going on in the market, big news today was President Trump getting impeached for the second time. Now that happened in the lower house of the Congress, House of Commons. It still has to go through the Senate, but does not look like it will really be put forward in front of the Senate till January 19th. So basically the trial for impeachment will happen after January 19, or I should say after January 20, before or after the transfer of the powers. So we will see how that goes. But for now, they will continue. Looks like the Democrats are pushing for President Trump to get impeached. And the important thing to note here would be, even though it won't really impact anything in terms of the currently just the inauguration for President Biden, but if President Trump does get impeached, it does keep him from running for office ever again. So this is why there is likely to be a continuation of the impeachment, even though he will not be in the office anymore. So we'll keep an eye on that. Other than that, we also we've seen the markets go back and forth. Right now, looks like everybody's waiting for a few different things going on here. So first thing, we do have the earnings season in the stock market will start on Friday. And then tomorrow, we also have ECB monetary policy meeting accounts coming up. So tomorrow we have ECB as well as Fed Chair Powell speaking. So both of these are likely to cause volatility in the market. So we'll have to look out for what the comments are coming out of these two. So if they keep everything the same, then not much impact will be seen. But with Powell here, one of the things that they had talked about or mentioned previously was that they're going to start tapering the asset purchases. And if that happens, that will not be good for the stock market. That means they'll be putting less money into the market. So it will be good for the US dollar, but it will not be good for the stock market. So we will keep an eye on that. Another thing coming up tomorrow will also be Biden is going to announce the stimulus package. So right now, that stimulus package is expected to be in trillions of dollars. And if that is the case, that will be positive for the stock market, negative for the US dollar. So we have a few competing things going on in the market tomorrow. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Also, we have seen the number of COVID cases have been increasing, and as a result, that is not good for the demand for oil. So all in all, we are basically seeing a back and forth in the market. So let's take a look here. We'll start off with euro dollar. Euro didn't quite pull all the way back. It just got stuck in this range. It's trading in this range here. Today we have a bearish candle close, but just like we did the other day, we are back into this support level here. So this is an important support resistance level. Tomorrow, we are likely to see volatility both from US dollar news as well as euro news. So this is where we'll have to be careful. With this one here, bias is still overall to the downside. So we'll continue with that. But if it doesn't break through the support, I'd be looking for price to go back and at least test the top of this narrow range it's been trading in. But for now, bias is bearish. Once it crosses the support level here, next target would be 1.2050. But do expect a back and forth move between this range here. So bearish bias with caution though. Pound dollar here, this one, as we can see, price did try to go through the resistance and then went and got stuck at the high. It's still trading within this range. and now we have a bearish candle close. We have a pin bar here. So we're likely to see a move back towards the middle and then a lower part of the range here. So bearish bias here for pound dollar as well. So neutral to bearish bias. Next target here is 1.3580. And then if it continues lower, we're looking for a move back down towards next target would be 1.35. So neutral to bearish bias here for pound dollar. Aussie dollar here, this one is still range bound as well. Today we see that price didn't quite make it to the high, and we have a bearish candle close. So I will look for a retest of the low here at 0.7660. If price doesn't go through, then we're likely to see a move back into the range. So this is still neutral, so neutral to bearish bias here for Aussie dollar. Target would be 0.7660. New Zealand dollar here, this one as well, just like the euro, it's been trading in this very, very narrow range, going back and forth here. So bias overall still remains to the downside. It's making lower highs here. The problem will be the support level. So we need to see a break through the support level for it to continue lower. So bias here is a bearish. 0.7085 is the target. So bearish bias, again, neutral to bearish bias for New Zealand dollar as well. Dollar CAD here, this one is also trading in a range. Now we still see that it's moving lower, but the momentum seems to be going out of this one. So bias is still bearish. We're looking for a move lower here towards 1.2630, but it may come into support, and then we'll see price, and then we could see price bounce off of that support. So watch out for that. If it goes through though, then the next target is 1.2520. For now, bearish bias, but watch out for the support here at 1.2630. All right, let's take a look at our commodities here. Silver couldn't really make it to the into the resistance here. It just gave out right here. This is looking bearish to bearish and neutral. It doesn't have a lot of bearishness in it, so we may see a drift lower, but it doesn't have the same momentum it did back here. With the stimulus package and Powell speaking tomorrow, this is going to have an impact on both gold and silver. So that's something to watch out for, because it will cause a movement here. So at this point, I'm looking for a move towards 24.40. So neutral to bearish bias here for silver. Same thing for gold. As we can see, price held below the resistance level here, and now looking for a drop. We had this railroad reversal. Target here is 1820, so bearish bias for gold as well. Oil here, oil bounced off of our resistance, as we can see, moved higher, and then we are looking, as we can see, this is the resistance, and price has bounced off of that now. With the number of cases, COVID cases growing, this is concerning for oil because it will have a negative impact on the demand for oil. So this is why we have seen that dip. It's not a big move lower, but it does seem to be having a negative impact. So we may see a follow through here. First target is 52, and then below that 51. So bias here is bearish for oil. Copper here, copper also looking bearish, as we see price dropped, pulled back, and now it's holding, which means we are likely to see another leg lower here. So bias is bearish for copper. Next target is 3.51. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin could not go through the support level that we had talked about yesterday, and now this is looking bullish. So we're likely to see a move higher towards 39,000 and then potentially back towards 40,000. Right now it is holding the highs here, and trading sideways within those highs. So bias is neutral within the overall range, but it is maintaining that bullish bias. So neutral to bullish bias here, 39 and then 40,000 will be the next target. So bullish, neutral to bullish bias here for Bitcoin. S&P 500, it did manage to hold above the support level for the last 4 days now. It has not been able to break down, so this is looking bullish. All that talk about a big stimulus package is positive for S&P 500, and hence we're seeing this move higher. Next target here is 3830, and then we are back into 39,000. So bullish by, so I would say 3880 and then 3900, sorry. So bullish bias here for S&P 500. Nasdaq also held on to the support here. We do have a bullish close. So target is 13,120. So this is also looking bullish. All right, Dow Jones here. This one is still maintaining that upward, slight upward momentum. It has been making higher lows here. So we're likely to see another leg higher here. 31,250 is the first target, and if it does cross that, we are looking for 31,500. So neutral to bullish bias here. It still has that bullish bias upwards here, so looking for next leg higher. And then DAX here, DAX has been going sideways here. Today's candle close is neutral. It's completely neutral. The last few days, it hasn't done anything, hasn't been able to break through the support. So if it holds, we could see, again, another push higher for DAX as well. So neutral to bullish bias. First target will be 14,000, and then we're looking at 14,120. FTSE here, FTSE hasn't fared too well, but it hasn't been able to break through the support yet. So it's looking neutral to slightly bearish here. We could see another leg lower, but the momentum seems to be fading at this point. So now it may not get into the support here. It may just bounce off of this support, and we may just see price turn around and move higher here. So look out for that. So bias is neutral for the time being for FTSE. Nikkei here looking extremely bullish. We have a bullish candle close. It did break through the resistance, and it's right into the target here. Still looking bullish here. And next target here is 29,200. So bullish bias for Nikkei still. So that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.